Welcome back to Crypto Rosetta. Joe here. Thank you all for tuning in. Happy Saturday, everyone. Hope you all have a great weekend. Bitcoin consolidating this week. Absolutely key moments in the market. A lot of AI hype going on right now. We'll take a look at that in another video, but let's just focus on Bitcoin and the market here because I think we are at a very key moment. So diving straight into the charts, this is what we were kind of looking at the start of the week. Last chance for the bears. I don't think anything has significantly changed there. Time of recording currently around about $51,000. Expecting it to be a pretty flat Saturday. However, last week I thought that also we had a bit of volatility. We went down, we came back up on the Sunday. So let's see how it plays out for the rest of today. But yeah, still last chance. Looking for that pullback from the top of the parallel channel. From the top of this ascending support, we should see a drop down. If we don't get a drop down for the bears, it's pretty much all over here. So key levels still remain 52,800. Once that breaks, the bulls will be looking to hit the next sort of major resistance. It's going to be around about 58,400. That does not mean we don't go higher and yet not quite reach that level. I'll show that on another chart and give you my idea of what I'm thinking is coming. So currently at the moment where we are on the lower time frames, 54,000 I kind of see as the next key level. We had the high and then we had the ETF drop. I did think there was a chance of that holding, however also said there was a chance of another high which we have hit. So we came back down. What I didn't catch at the time was the inverse head and shoulders. I was potentially looking for us to set possibly a lower high, maybe just go 1, 2, 3 up here. Probably missed the fact that there was an inverse here, and that kind of explains why we shot pretty much straight back up. That was a pretty bullish formation, so that was possibly one missed opportunity, but not a problem because I was always looking for a short anyway, if it was going to be a lower high, which didn't come, and then I waited for the higher high and then went in. Arguably, I've gone in a bit early, but that's cool. I'm still using lower leverage, and as I explain now, I'm still kind of seeing that we may still get one more high, but my expectation for next month, March, is to see a drop, even if we are in a bullish scenario, which we will come on to in a moment, or if this kind of breaks down, either Sunday, tomorrow, or Monday, Tuesday, we may go straight down from here and this may be done. But do not be surprised if we have this final fifth wave to come here, which I think would target around about 54,000. Now, that said, if we break out of this long-term ascending channel to the north, then if we find support in the box above, you're talking anywhere from sort of 55,000 to high 50,000 area, find support there. Really haven't got a bearish scenario left, folks. I've got to be totally honest with you. I think the new all-time high is extremely probable. It's very hard to make a bearish case there. There'll always be people that could say, yeah, we might get some kind of a double top or something. Of course, that's possible, but you have to say it is very unlikely. So moving on to what is that bullish scenario going to look like on the macro and where we are now. You could argue, yes, we had the all-time high, then we had a 12-month bear market, which is kind of a traditional bear market for what we've seen in Bitcoin's history. However, be very cautious. That history is very short. You guys know I've talked about that for a long time. I think it's a very dangerous mindset to have the presumption that there's going to be this 4-year cycle forever, this 1-year bear market cycle forever. But that doesn't mean it's not playing out right now. So on the sub-wave count, bullish scenario, I don't like as much as the bearish, which I'll come on to in a minute, but this is the kind of best case I can make at the moment, that we're probably somewhere on this wave 3, which should take us to new all-time highs and should, pretty much keep going here. There really shouldn't be too much of a slowdown. Yes, we can have a few sideways weeks. Yes, we could maybe lose the 50,000 support again and then continue to rally up, but this third wave should hit a new all-time high pretty soon, at least sometime after the halving. Then there should be a fair correction again, which could possibly, and this is very speculative at the moment, possibly bring us down back towards the sort of price action we are at the moment, and then that blow off fifth wave, which you heard it here, folks, should take Bitcoin over $100,000 in my opinion, if the bullish scenario is playing out. But I still remain skeptical that the bearish scenario can still play out here. I said early in 2022 that I believe that we are probably going to be in the start of a multi-year bear market. And right now, where are we at? Is that still possible? Well, again, from a wave count perspective, it is absolutely possible. What I've kind of got marked up as the B wave, it really has to be coming to an end now or extremely soon. So this is why it's such a key moment in the market. The next few weeks are really going to decide if this is completely invalid and has absolutely no chance of happening. But I'm still waiting to see if that is completely wiped out. So what I've got marked as this B wave, I did think it was going to be shorter. I did think we were going to be more advanced in this scenario. I did think this would probably end in the mid 30,000 range. That didn't happen. That's absolutely fine. It's gone higher. It is what it is. It's taken longer, but it doesn't mean it's still not a potential massive bull trap rally. And this could also be correlated with the stock market as well. Only difference with the stock market that they have gone to new all-time highs. Bitcoin hasn't, but it doesn't mean that then probably not finishing a fifth wave and could be coming down heavily as well. So still remain cautious, but this can be invalidated very soon, which will be absolutely fantastic. And then we can just start looking to buy any dips, get on altcoins. There will still be huge gains. Do not think you've missed out on massive, massive gains. You just have to look at a whole host of altcoins that are potentially, only 100% up from the bottom of what we have as the bottom as the current crypto market. And they can still do many, many X's, especially if Bitcoin goes to that north of $100,000. There is going to be huge gains to be made. So do not panic thinking you've missed anything, but you are just remaining cautious and you're still building cash. You're still winning, in my opinion. Ethereum, similar situation, bullish scenario. ETH to 10k, I've got it marked up. I think in the bullish scenario, it should start to absolutely take off. Yes, I've got 10k as speculative. Could it end anywhere between 6 and 8k? Absolutely, but at least we should see a comfortable new all-time high on ETH. Again, in the bullish scenario, I do not like the sub-wave structure, guys, but this is the best that I can actually come up with. Again, the bearish scenario still, just from a wave perspective, looks better to me. People may think that that's just a complete bias opinion. I want the markets to go down. You can think what you like, and please leave a comment below. Also, if you're enjoying the content, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't done already, and go back and watch previous videos, and thank you for joining the family. So third wave again should be playing out. Then we should see some kind of correction, and then that blow off again. What I think is absolutely crucial for Ethereum in the bullish scenario right now is it cannot really lose $2,000, but more importantly, cannot lose $1,750. If it loses $1,750, the bullish scenario is gone, in my opinion. That is going to be a bearish confirmation, and Ethereum is going to slowly bleed to the downside. So looking at this bearish confirmation, again, if Ethereum is in the multi-year bear, similar to Bitcoin, I think that we are probably coming to an end here. I said in the last video, watch out for $3,000. We've hit $3,000. That doesn't mean it's it. The top's in, rather. We could see still, maybe $3,200 potentially. But I said minimum expectation, $3,000 before we start to drop. We've hit it a couple of times. We're hitting major resistance there. Currently time recording $2,960. So bearish confirmation for me. Lose this ascending support again will probably be around about $1,750, $1,800. If that breaks clean to the downside, I think we are on that C wave confirmation, that final terminal wave, which should see lower lows in the market for a lot of altcoins, potentially not all altcoins, but I think it will in terms of the total market caps and Ethereum. And again, very speculative at the minute where that bottom's going to be. I didn't just talk about the bottom on Bitcoin as well. That's kind of speculative, whether that would be around about 12,000 all the way potentially down to 3,000, probably higher end, maybe 9 or 10. Ethereum, again, in the bearish scenario, I think we should see at least sub $700, but realistically somewhere around about $500. But once we get that bearish confirmation, this is where dollar cost averaging can really take over. That said, guys, if we don't get the bearish scenario and we are in in the bullish scenario, like I've mentioned, Bitcoin breaks to the upside, there still will be dips to be able to get in. There will still be great opportunities on a whole host of altcoins, so you can still dollar cost average. Keep looking at altcoins that you believe are cheap. We talk a lot about in our Discord. We have the AMAs weekly where I'll talk about altcoins which I still think are cheap and undervalued compared to the rest of the market. And if you do want to join us in the Discord, then again, we have lifetime membership NFTs. There's only 500 of these ever. There's still some for sale. They're available for 1,800 ADA. You don't have to buy that all in one go. You can make that over multiple payments. Again, join the Discord for free. Links in the description below. You can talk to us about that if you're interested in getting a lifetime membership NFT. We'd love to join the family. Now, going back to the charts again, Bitcoin dominance, I think, is also very key at the moment. This is actually looking potentially, still early days, but potentially bullish for altcoins and the rest of the market. Again, we're seeing some strength with Ethereum against Bitcoin. We had the first sign of weakness where we broke down from the parallel channel to the upside. Again, I thought this might have been a bit of a fake out, and I was right the first time we came back in, but we have rejected again, and you can see we've set two lower highs from the current high of 55.25% that we have. So my bear market sort of target was somewhere between sort of 57 and 60. We may not get there now, folks. This is really key to watch. Is this another fake out? Are we going to get back and finally, set a higher high, or are these lower highs going to continue? And I've always said, if we lose that sort of 48.9, 49% range area, I think the top is in on Bitcoin dominance, and alts are starting to take over, and this will probably more sort of correlate with the bullish scenario over the bearish scenario. Now, a lot of people in Discord have also asked us about CryptComps, what's happening with CryptComps. CryptComps is still live. We still have Competition 8 and 9 available. Competition 8, you can win up to £10,000 worth of any cryptocurrency of your choice. And also, that's Competition 8, and Competition 9, you can win up to £1,000 rather, of cryptocurrency of your choice. Again, just go to cryptcomps.com, get your tickets, enter the competition, and give yourself an opportunity to win. Right, thank you all for joining. Like I said, hope you've all had a great weekend. Enjoy the content, smash up the like, and next video I'll be talking about AI and some altcoins, because I think that is the story of the week. So I hope you join us for that also. Catch you again.